Hey everyone, quick update on the housing situation, which you may or may not be aware of. In case you're not aware, in December I was informed by my landlord that I would have to move out of my current house. I'm renting a room in his house, and for reasons that felt completely BS, he felt he had to get rid of me because the house didn't fit HMO regulations. So over the past couple of months, I have been searching for a potential new place to live, and I found a potential new place to live. However, my landlord has had a chat with me today about a potential... let's put it like this. Earlier this month, or maybe late last month, he put the house on the market to be sold as a house and not what's it called? Regulation. Not as a place to rent for potential landlords to buy and turn into a proper HMO. What he has, instead what has happened is one of the other residents in the house is going to move out next month, which means the house will not be an illegal HMO any longer, if it was in the first place. Now, my landlord is not taking the house off the market yet. He's going to keep it on the market because he might still sell the house. But he believes he won't. He thinks that it won't sell. In which case, I might not have to move out at all. Which makes things a bit more complicated, because that means, yeah, sure, I could stay here, but is it permanently, or just a stay of execution? Because in the end, he could still end up selling the house, in which case he's going to give me 3 months notice to leave, and which is, more than enough time to find somewhere else to go. But, I mean, the key word is if. If he sells. If he sells, it's just delaying the inevitable. In which case, this room that I could potentially go to, it's not lined up. I haven't made any proper arrangements yet. But that room will eventually become unavailable. In which case, if who knows where things will be in a few months. If he sells the house, that's really annoying. But if he sells the house, where am I gonna be? Where could I go? The room I found is not much bigger than this room. Maybe half a meter wider behind me. Ish. Maybe. And it's got a chimney breast as well, which, in England, there's lots of houses with chimneys in. Especially older ones. And I've got something like a chimney breast. I've got a massive wardrobe behind me. But that's different, because you can actually use a wardrobe, you can't use a chimney breast. So, yeah, that's the issue I have right now. Do I stay and potentially still have to move out? Or do I move out and then learn that I could have stayed all along? So yeah, that's an update. It's not ideal. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Blimey. I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Go back in time a few months and have none of this ever even happen in the first place, and we could all be one big happy family. I mean, I feel sad about my housemate. I mean, we didn't really exactly get along. They've always been rather private. And, you know, it's the same situation for her as it is for me. Has been for me, rather. She's had the uncertainty. And she's decided she's gonna move somewhere, and in the end, that's good news for me, but it's shit for her. I mean, not one of us in this house deserves it. We've done nothing wrong. My landlord, I mean, I guess in a way he has technically done something wrong by not keeping up with the HMO regulations. But he's not been a bad landlord. If something goes wrong in the house, he does his best to fix it. If we've got an issue, he tries to fix it. And the fact is, the rent he's offering, sure, when the other housemate moves out, my rent is gonna have to go up. But still, it would only be going up. It wouldn't be going to the level of what I would be paying if I went to this place that I found, which isn't far away from where I am right now, but it's far enough away to make things more inconvenient. Because I live not too far from a supermarket. A Morrison's supermarket. Which is, it's maybe, the average shopping trip to Morrison's for me takes at most 40 minutes, if it's a big shop. If I was to go to this new place, suddenly there's an extra 20 minutes walking just between Morrison's, in which case it goes from 40 minutes to an hour, potentially more, which does not sound fun. Just to walk to Morrison's, a place where I have never been more than 15 minutes away from since I've moved here. Since I moved into Worthing back in 2013, I used to live, like, literally round the corner. Now I'm a bit further away, but still it's close enough. It gives me a bit of exercise to carry some heavy shopping every so often. This other place I could move to also has one fridge. Now, they might be getting a second fridge, because they're doing some renovations at the minute, which is why I can't move into that place immediately. But still, I would be sharing a fridge with someone. And the last time I shared a fridge was in my last place, where my landlady basically just ignored the fact that she'd given me a shelf space and just decided, oh, well, he doesn't have anything on that shelf, well, there's not much there, I'll just take it and use it myself. She also used my frying pan and completely ruined it, so that was fun. Yeah, but that's by the by. Here, I've got my own fridge. I don't have to worry about someone sharing a fridge with someone. I mean, I think I've occasionally had someone pinch something, but maybe it was a chocolate bar at most, and maybe I just forgot that I'd taken it myself. I don't know. At the same time, whilst all this, whilst I could potentially end up staying on a more permanent basis, I might not have to move out for many more years. It's given me a bit of a perspective, because I think eventually I will want to actually move out of my own accord. Because I've had a think. And if I can get myself a good paying job, if I can get myself into at least a job of at least 45,000 a year, I could earn maybe a small house. I wouldn't need a big house, and end up going somewhere, turning it into my own personal man cave. Maybe save up for a nice car, maybe a C6 Corvette, turn it into a cross Corvette. Who knows? I could end up living pretty comfortably in a house that would be fine for me. Because there's no chance I'm going to be sharing it with a partner. I'm not interesting enough. And there's no chance I'm ever going to really take off on YouTube. That time has passed. I'm not the next PewDiePie. It's yeah. I mean, unless I somehow come up with some super amazing meme video somehow. I'm not creative enough, so I don't know. I don't know. I came up with something earlier. Who knows if that would become viral? We'll see. But yeah, this is only going to be a short update. It's turned into 11 minutes. It was not intentional. But yeah, got a potentially, at the very least, a stay of execution. And we'll see. We shall see. Because in the end, it's my decision if I stay or if I go. Yeah. And it all hinges on if the house sells or not. Because if it doesn't sell, I'm good. If it does sell, who knows? But yeah, there we go. 12 minutes now. Thanks for listening.